Dude, your voice actually sounds pretty good.
Sitting in a backyard recording a quick little episode right now.
Yeah, and that, your mic actually sounds really nice.
Yeah?
Like, even better than this one.
A nice sultry voice coming through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it sounds really good.
Good.
So this is Andy Munoz from the RSL Show.
And Josh Clark from the RSL Show.
Yeah, we're recording on a new device that allows us to be mobile, and, dude, this is actually so much nicer.
Oh, it's relaxing, dude. The temperature's nice. There's a little breeze sitting in the shade.
Yeah, we're outside in a backyard. My view right now is like an old school telephone pole wire.
Little gardens, some
electricity,
sunflowers.
Bees. There's a little soccer ball. There's a pool.
A whale. A whale pool and a hammock.
A whale pool and a hammock.
Yeah, buddy.
This is great, man. This is like the best investment that I think I've made for myself.
I dig it.
And for the show.
I dig it.
This thing is $400.
Yikes.
Crazy, right?
That's insane.
Yeah, but I got to spend money, dude, because I have to, like, on a write-off style, you know?
Yep.
So again, Andy Munoz from the RSL Show here with Josh Clark. We're doing things remotely, and I came to pick up a discount card.
Mm-hmm.
Also came to pick up, thank you, dude. You got me a Landon Donovan signed jersey.
Yes, sir. Straight from Landon himself. Well, we sent the jerseys over.
Yeah.
But we know Landon signed it. This is no purchase off eBay and hope it's legit. It's legit.
It's legit. Shout out to the boy, Jack Blake.
Yeah, absolutely. Without him, it's not happening.
Yeah, San Diego loyal. One of the coolest friendships we've made for sure.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy to think that I met him and I was like, hey, dude, you need help with your videos?
Yeah, now we're homies.
Yeah, now we're all homies. It's really cool. So, Josh orchestrated this whole thing of buying us USA kits. They got here. He spoke with Jack, sent them to Jack, and Jack went up to his owner, right? That's what
owner and gaffer, yeah.
Yeah, owner and gaffer, Landon Donovan, the USA legend, and you got us signed kits.
Yeah. Potential RSL coach.
Potential. Yeah, cool rumors, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Hang
on.
It's weird.
Let me just talk about the weather out here. It's beautiful, dude.
Oh, there's no beating. This is the perfect weather.
We're in the shade. This is great.
Yeah, I'm in a happy spot right now.
This is so much cooler than being in the studio. Yeah.
Than any studio.
Yeah. Do we still have to talk about One Wire being our sponsor if we're not in the studio?
Yeah, we should still throw them out there, you
know. Yeah. We'll do it towards the end of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because we're vibing right now. But I also wanted to talk to... Actually, this is a message for Sean Miller of the Park Cafe. Prior to us getting started, we were talking about the Landon Donovan jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And
you have a proposition.
I have a proposition. This is a real offer to Sean Miller. Sean, you gave us a game-worn Chris Wondolowski San Jose Earthquakes jersey for the studio. You specifically said, hey, this is for the studio because you told the guys that I couldn't take it home. Now, I own a Landon Donovan USA signed jersey, but I love Chris Wondolowski so much that if you wanted to trade, because it's technically still his property, right? Kind of.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, like if you wanted it back, you could have it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, Sean, and you text me, call me, dude, if you're down. If I can take the Chris Wondolowski jersey to my place of residence and I can call that thing mine, I will trade you for the Landon USA jersey. You can keep that in your house. You can keep it at the park. It's signed.
I think for this trade to be valid, though, you need to get it framed. You have to give it to him framed.
It's expensive, though, dude.
Yeah, but your Wando jersey's framed. So, you know.
Yeah. All right. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to make the trade value equal here.
Well, you're some friend you are.
I'm looking out for Sean, bud.
Yeah. So, okay, fine, Sean. If you want to do that, dude, hit me up. You have my phone number. I want to know what you guys think, so tweet at the show, tweet at me.
I think he's nuts, but hey, it's cool.
Let me know if it's a good trade. Dude, I love Chris Wondolowski, man. MLS legend.
All fine and good.
It's
Landon Donovan, bud.
I know, but I know I'm taking kind of like a hit on this trade, but I actually
think Sean will be taking more of a hit.
Really?
This is game worn.
Still, though, this is like Landon Donovan, USA legend.
Yeah.
When you think of Landon Donovan, what's the first thing that comes to your head? Like play-wise?
Goal versus Algeria.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
He sent the whole country into a frenzy.
Before that, it was him missing his penalty in the 2009 final.
Yeah,
but
before that.
But the good moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, let me know if you think I'm crazy or not. I wish we had a camera on us, dude. We could do a show, backyard show.
Absolutely.
Backyard Real Salt Lake show.
We could do a lot of RSL shows. We just don't.
Yeah. Before
This
actually,
is going to make it easier, though.
Yeah, I spoke to Jake yesterday, actually. I called him, and I said, hey, we should podcast more. He said, I don't know if I could do it on the regular as much. So I have an idea.
Okay.
I might.
We'll chat.
Yeah, we'll talk about, like, a potential co-host.
Okay.
Yeah, a few.
Okay.
I have a really good idea, dude.
All
right. Okay, so on the other side of things, too, real quick, there was a highlight of me just getting shit on by Brian Dunseth that was tweeted from the Real Salt Lake account official.
And the Sirius XM official account.
It's like football specific, right? Soccer?
I don't remember, but either way, it's a big account.
Yeah. Look, here are my thoughts, and everybody was asking me why I was wearing a kit or like how I was involved. Brian Dunseth text the RSL show chat.
I'm very sad, just before we get into this, I'm very sad I couldn't go.
Yeah, he said, do you guys want to come hang out? There's an America First credit union, like, fantasy camp. I found out it was a giveaway. So
yeah, someone won it, so you were there to, like, kind of fill spaces.
Yeah, and you're not... So it's not available to everybody, so it's a really cool opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea, but he invited, like, the RSL show. He invited some from the Soapbox. Trey was there as well. But he basically said, hey, if you want to come film content...
Right, so you're thinking you're going to produce.
Come hang out, like, film some content. And that's what I was there for.
Yeah.
But I did bring boots because he said, I do want to do, like, a crossbar challenge if we have time. And I said, all right, we could do that. Show up. Dude, I'm there for 20 minutes. We're doing, like, a tour of the stadium. I'm talking to... a few of, like, the RSL interns. I'm talking to the dude who's, like, running them. We're walking around the stadium, having a good time. And then when we get to the field, Brian's like, hey, go to the locker room, go change. There's a kit, there's socks, there's shin guards. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So, dude, I go into the locker room, the RSL locker room, and I just kit up, full kit. Me and Brian, like, we're changing, basically. Along with, like, all the other participants, right?
Right.
And I'm like, man, what am I getting myself into? So the fantasy camp it's a legitimate thing. Like, we did drills, like pre-warm-up drills that you would see the players doing.
That's dope, dude. It looks so fun.
It was a lot of fun, but the thing is the trainers, like, need to understand that...
that you're 30, 33 and not fit?
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
not close to game shape at all. None of us are.
Bro, I almost passed out. I looked at my Apple Watch at one point for my heart rate because I flipped it on to workout. It was like 185.
Oh, dude, I got mine up there at the gym last night. It was wild.
Dude, it was 185, and they're just going, dude. Like, they're doing, like, 30-second intervals. At first it was, just like run around the cones, jump, sprint to the last cone, come back. And then they, like, incorporated ball. So then you're, like, using your right foot, then just your left foot, then you're passing. And it was like, it was intense. And the whole time I'm like, how is this fun? How is this fun for anybody?
How is this a giveaway? Right? Yeah. There's a boot camp for your giveaway.
Yes. Seriously, dude. So I was... it was so funny to be there, and I'm in my head, like I said, I was just like, what, like, how the hell is this fun? And the same thing, like, they need to realize we're just, overweight fans. So then,
that's a weird way to put it, but
we are.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing. It just sounds horrible coming from you like that.
Well, here's and I'll make another point here. So we finally did, like, the 1v1s, the 2v2s, the 5v5s. The 1v1 just happened, dude. Like, it was my turn to go up, to go defend, and it was Brian Dunseth's turn to attack and get a goal on Leo the Lion. Now, if you haven't seen the video, like, if you're confused and you're just like, what are we ranting about? Go to the Real Salt Lake account, go to Brian Dunseth's account, go to my account, like IG, Twitter, it's everywhere.
Everyone's roasting Andy. It's all over the place.
I think Brian just set this whole thing up, and I had no idea that we were being filmed. And... basically, I'm defending. Dude, I'm trying to keep my legs closed. Like, I'm just trying. I know he's going for the nutmeg.
Yeah, you know what he wants to do to you.
I know what he wants to do, and I still get nutmegged, dude. So he still got me. I push off of him. he toe pokes it, scores a goal. It's it's an awesome highlight. I gave him credit, but it's just surfacing. It's going around everywhere. And before I could even go to social media and say, "Hey, this happened," or go look for this, or hey, there's a video coming out soon.
There's a spider on your head. I got it then.
Thanks. Dude, before I could do that, Real Salt Lake had already tweeted it. It was making the rounds. I was just getting so much shit from it. Demir Kryluk liked the post,
Yeah.
Everyone in that RSL quote-unquote family was just, sharing it. And, it's
fantastic,
just,
though.
Yeah, it's Brian Dunsett's revenge. It's his moment, I'll let him get a moment because I had plenty of moments, highlights, when we did our pickup soccer.
Which we need to do again before it gets too cold.
Yeah, so we need to do that again. But
we should do it like a Halloween weekend one.
That'd
where
be
people
cool.
come in costume.
That'd be fun.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Just don't wear a mask, not a COVID mask, but don't wear like a
latex Michael Myers mask and
No.
you're just dying.
Like an alien pig skin mask.
Yeah.
You can't see the ball.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we did the 1v1, the 2v2, 5v5. We do the crossbar challenge. But at some point, they were just like, hey, we're going to whip the balls into you guys, and you guys could either head them or you guys can just, kick them into goal. And I want to say that, 10, 15% of the people, when it was, an actually, a good corner kick, service, taken kick, and you're there to receive it, actually, got their head on it or a foot on it so it went into goal.
Not easy.
So I said it, man. I was like, this is just, I think this was Brian Dunsett's or Real Salt Lake's way of, at least for people like me, to basically say that. I mean, how many times have we said it at the TV? Oh, I would have scored that. I would have made that goal, right?
I only say it when it's a real sitter. You know what I mean?
Dude.
But I know for a fact if something's coming at my face, I got glasses, so
Yeah.
I'm not hitting
Dude,
it. Right?
I was like, I'm not going to head the ball. And they're like, why not? I'm like, that thing's hard, dude.
CTE, bro.
Yeah. There was a few people that were heading it, but there was one where I went to kick this ball that was serviced into the middle of the box. And dude, I just sliced it and it went backwards and almost took a girl out in the line that was waiting. So I was like, all right, I got to cool it. I don't want to hurt anybody, but talk about fun times, man. Credit the club for doing that. I guess more so America First. It's not an ad for them. But
they sponsored it, so
yeah,
props to them.
Yeah, props to them. It was just a cool way to kind of give back to some lucky fans.
Yep.
It's such a cool turnout. I mean, dude, we were wearing cleats on the grass, and
Farnes was pissed.
I know. Yeah, Dan Farnes was pissed. I had seen him before, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, do we have to wear flats out here?" And he's like, "Yep." And then as soon as everybody went to go change, we came out on cleats, and Dan was gone, but he saw the footage and he was pissed because we obviously ruined it. But that's enough of that Real Salt Lake experience. Just super, super cool.
That's dope.
I wish more companies would do something like that.
Hopefully RSL does more of it,
Yeah, no, I'm totally down for it. So, cool. So let's get into it. I know we're kind of limited on time here.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
Yep. So, Real Salt Lake, let's get
to the coaching search first.
Coaching search.
Yeah.
Oh,
I kind of want to ask you how you feel because historically we hire the next man up, right? Historically Pablo has the job.
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera. How does that make you feel? And do you want that to happen?
Initially, we talked about this on the show 2 episodes ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, historically, you're right. We just kind of, interim. They kind of inherit the spot. But before, I just felt like there was no actual substance to it because, I can't remember if, when Jeff Cassar took over, if we started to kind of turn it around or actually do anything different.
We stayed good with Jeff. So he inherited Crisis' whole setup. He wrote it out until he ruined it,
which is amazing.
Right.
That's a crazy spot to be in. Hey, here's a great team, right? So
Right.
Okay, so whatever. Jeff, easy peasy, right? Freddie, on the other hand, inherits it after Mike Petke has his, also too, man. I know we talked about this a long time ago. I'm conflicted. Do I think Mike Petke is a racist? No. I think it was just the wrong choice of words.
Yeah.
And I don't know what was said in that moment. Obviously, like, things were really heated, and I want to kind of backtrack or say sorry. I don't ever think that I called him a racist, but I know there's a lot of, like, feelings out there that he might be. And who knows? Maybe that's the case, but
yeah, I never got to know him.
I don't think so. Soccer's diverse. Soccer is multicultural, and it's just the wrong choice of words. So whatever.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing okay, honestly. Like him and his family.
For sure. Yeah, no hard feelings, really.
So he gets let go, and then Freddie's there. And Freddie actually had some really cool things to say about the organization, like Real Salt Lake. And I know I'm going on a tangent here, but just from what he said on the Claret and Cobalt podcast, he does bring up really good points, even under Deloy Hansen. Like, as a Mexican-American, and I think, like, we talk about this, it's Hispanic Heritage Month, let's acknowledge it. I think, Freddie said it best, like, this club gave him a lot of opportunities and a lot of faith in him, in his abilities, and there were always positive things being said about him. And so if we're looking at it from, like, circumstantial, like, hey, you're the only guy, you're the one next in line, and he gets the job, if it's because of that, then sure. But I think there was a lot more to that because he spent over a decade here.
Yeah, but also, when I listened to the Claret and Cobalt, I got the feeling that Freddie wasn't ready and didn't want to admit to himself that he wasn't ready.
Exactly, but what are you going to do when that position is offered? You're going to take
it's fair.
it?
No, I agree, but, like, at the same time, this is what I worry about with Pablo, right? Like, does Pablo truly want it? Mm-hmm. Does Pablo have the chops? The last 2 games have me thinking about it.
Yeah.
And
that's, and I think to answer your question, because I know it's going off on tangents, I think that if it were to happen, I wouldn't be as upset.
I wouldn't be upset if they hired Pablo, as long as I feel like they did their due diligence interviewing and seeing what was out there and making sure they picked the right guy, right?
But also, just like any other job.
Sure, you never know.
But any other job, when the job is yours and you know it's yours,
right?
They go through the motions because they have to. Quote,
doesn't seem like he's going through the motions
interview
right now, because this is the most exciting I've seen RSL. The last 2 games, is the most exciting RSL I've seen in 10 years.
Totally, and
it's not even a full strength squad. Theoretically,
it is refreshing. I think Pablo just kind of energizes the guys.
Dude, you can feel his leadership.
And as an assistant, right? Like, so when he's an assistant under Freddie, he's not going to speak up. He's not going to
not try to undermine his head coach.
He's not going to be vocal, and he's not going to say all these things, much less like talk to the media.
Right.
But it has been really cool to see him kind of like take on that form, and then see what it's doing for the players, and see what it's doing for. I mean, hell, not only the players, but like
the fans, bro.
The fans, like the media's benefiting from it too, because he is transparent in a way where I don't think, I'm not going to say Freddie wasn't transparent, but Freddie really struggled to get his points and his reasoning across.
Right, without sounding too defensive.
Right, and Pablo just does it in a way where it's a conversation, but there is purpose to it, and he describes it in a way where you're like bought in, right? And I think that's what the team needed, is some clear... Just like a clear direction, and okay, all right, this is why we're going to do this way, or do it this way, and I'm bought in. The post-media availability from Aaron Herrera, like they ask him about the 3-5-2. He likes it, like even though it's a foreign thing for him to have to maybe...
attack more?
Basically attack more, or kind of getting like a break on the defense because there are people behind him. It's just like it's a new way of thinking, and it's a new way of implementing new tactics, and I think that's what you need, because when you're just running like the ship the same way for too long, where all we're doing is playing.
We've been coasting the 4-3-3 for 6 years.
We play that, and then we play the long ball, and it's like as soon as you switch that up, and it's working, it's refreshing.
Well, but like even just seeing what it's done for Albert Rusnak.
Totally, dude.
He's a completely different player.
1,000%.
It's unbelievable.
If he's not scoring, like, he's getting really good scoring chances, and the goalkeepers are getting lucky.
Right. I'm honestly like, we kind of slowed down on the podcast because at points we all said to each other, I am so sick of talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
The same tactics, the same substitution patterns. So seeing that we're trying new things,
It's exciting.
changing things at halftime when things aren't working to try to win the game, making impactful substitutions, and getting results against teams we have no business getting results against.
Okay.
I'm talking about Seattle there.
Yeah, seriously.
Even though they were a weakened squad, to an extent, that team is deep and good still.
Bro,
Like,
you still have, like, Rui Diaz.
right,
you have
there were still
Christian Roldan.
good freaking players on the field. It's not like they played their Tacoma Defiance team, right?
Right.
So the fact that we got that result,
Tacoma Defiance.
that's their USL.
I know.
But the fact that we don't get that result with Freddie at the wheel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think so. And
We don't. So
I think Freddie. I have nothing negative to say about Freddie at all. He like I said, go listen to the Claret and Cobalt podcast with Freddie Juarez. It takes some balls to hop on a podcast
right after you abandon your ship, basically.
Right after you do that, it even takes balls to come to the stadium and show face, and
That couldn't have been easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to not do it, right? Like, you're not going to talk to the Sounders and say you don't want to go. Like,
right.
That's not going to happen, but to go on a podcast and talk about it and explain it in a way to where he literally says, hey, I feel like, maybe I was just holding the club back.
Right. I appreciate it. I honestly appreciate that he went and talked to Trey.
Why would you, and people will do this, they'll stay in a position where they have no business in being in that position, and they'll just wreck your shit. Like, they'll wreck your club. And the best thing that Freddie could have done for us is exactly what he did, and that's why I have nothing negative to say about him.
Right, because either way, again, new owner comes in, whatever, he's not the head coach anymore.
Yeah.
So I get it, right? Has an opportunity. He's going to take care of his family. Take it. I get it. I still kind of wish he would have finished it, like, made an agreement with the Sounders, like, yes, I'll come be your assistant, but start of next year, right?
I don't.
No?
No, dude.
You wouldn't?
We'd be like below playoff? Okay, if we were to lose...
fair. But I think for the players, like, the whole... I think this feels personal to me because of other things in my life, like father figures that come and go. So I feel like as a head coach, you're that in a lot of ways, right? And it is impactful if you just have a coach quit on you.
Yeah.
But I think Pablo has the right personality to be that next guy in the interim, right, to kind of stabilize that. And I think we're seeing it. I think he's bringing that stabilization to the club, getting the players calm, getting the players comfortable. They look more comfortable than they have in a long time. So I'm appreciative of a former Rapid, and it hurts.
Yeah, it feels like Pablo is much more mature in this position as well.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
He's been there.
Yeah, it's crazy how comfortable he is and well-spoken and just like I don't know, just like I said, just clear with his approach and just kind of helping us understand, even if it's not in a soccer way,
right.
What the common goal is here. So I love it, dude. I love what I'm seeing. I'm glad that we're sitting above the playoff line. I'm glad that and I tweeted this. I said, Seattle Sounders have literally been at the top of the Western Conference for
between them
weeks.
and SKC?
Yeah, weeks. They're playing in the Leagues Cup next week, which I'm going to, by the way. Hell yeah. I'll be there. I'm going to represent a little bit of RSL show out there, even though Real Salt Lake has no business in that at all.
But you can still,
Yeah, we'll still have fun with it. So, Seattle's like just a well-stacked team, big Major League Soccer stars, right? Like, they get more attention than Real Salt Lake probably ever has or ever will.
Absolutely.
And
it'll always be that way.
And the fact that we beat them 1-0, held them scoreless
with Eric Holt playing defense.
With Eric Holt, and all factors factored. That's actually
very cool.
It's a very, very good position to be in.
Yeah, I just hope we can continue. Again, this is where we've gone back and forth for a long time. I want to start seeing the consistency, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of okay, let's kind of talk about Seattle, but not really. I don't really want to get too deep into the match because it was only 1-0. But
let's talk about.
I want to talk about Demir.
Yeah.
And Demir's postgame.
Okay, let's talk about the goal first.
Oh, dude, Herrera, bro.
Herrera just whipping it in.
Lord.
9th assist of the season.
Dude, him and Rusnak are in the top 5 in the league for assists.
It's crazy.
When was the last time we had players in the top 5 of any category?
And now we have the finishers up front to
and
finish those.
Demir is, I believe, in the top 5 goal scorers as well.
He's
maybe
got
top 10. But
10 goals in the season.
From a midfielder, though, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So, yeah, ball's whipped in. Just puts it up. I mean,
Dude,
it's a class. Like, you've seen it time and time again.
The moves he pulled before he crossed that ball, though, to just put the Seattle defender on his ass, essentially. Dude, Herrera's no business being at RSL anymore. Some European team needs to come snag him up.
You think so?
Absolutely. Get him on that U.S. stage, bud.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love him to stay here, but
yeah.
I think he has so much potential.
That's good. He's just a solid guy, just solid character.
Yep.
The press media availability, he does a really good job also just kind of being bought into like the new plan and just kind of adapting.
Yep.
But yeah, we've seen it time and time and again, right? He's whipping those balls in. In the media availability, he had said that he feels like the older formation, people were kind of a little bit quicker to get forward when he was whipping the balls in. And this time he kind of held... I hope I'm not getting that wrong. He felt like he had to like hold it up just a little bit for people to kind of catch up. But hey, it worked. Demir gets a header, celebrates, super stoked about his family being in the crowd, specifically his brother. And yeah, talk about that moment, dude, if you want.
It's so wholesome, man. Like that is such an RSL player. To, like, in your post-game interview, get choked up because your family's there that you don't get to see. From your hero, you're essentially captain, right? I'm not even going to be mad about Rusnak being captain right now because he's doing a great job. But, you know, Demir is also a captain, right? He's the unspoken leader of RSL. So to see him choke up over his family, you know, on national TV, I guess on TV essentially is, I don't know, you can't help but love the dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it's great, man. And you could tell he cares, and I think the emotions 50-50, it has to be because you get a win. I mean, these guys get so much criticism, not only from avenues like us, but from the fan base. And as much as we like to think that players don't snoop or look at social media, they know what we're saying, and they're human beings just like us.
Yeah.
So,
which is why I try to not be too salty sometimes.
A little bit.
You know, sometimes it has to be done.
You've been better at it, for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
But, no, dude, just an amazing win. I know the crowd was massive.
Electric, dude, yeah.
A massive crowd. Was it a sellout?
Just under.
Okay.
But it was Raimondo's induction into the Hall of Fame celebration, so.
Really cool. So, yeah, I know they're doing another ceremony for him on Monday.
The actual Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, which I'm going to go to and get footage of him, and I'll share that on the RSL show as well. But I'm stoked, man. I said everything I wanted to say on Twitter, how we should be feeling as a fan base. I mean, I know there's still some negativity out there.
I'm feeling good, though, man. I honestly am.
Yeah, I mean, what are you complaining about? We're getting wins. We got 5 straight wins at home.
Right, an electric win at San Jose.
Yep. Which, by the way, Chofis
wild.
Lopez, dude.
Yeah.
Would you take him here at RSL?
No.
Why?
Simply because of his haircut.
Dude, that haircut is cool.
Grow it then.
Where he's from, it's cool, man. I promise you. No, dude, Chofis Lopez, man, is just insane, dude.
Yeah,
He's crazy. Dude, it just makes me proud, man. Guadalajara Chivas, blood, you know, he's passionate about that team. Anyways, he's playing here. That was such a great game. But it was dude, that game, just that whole night in general was crazy. Eastern Conference teams were also scoring like 7 to 8 goals average.
Mm-hmm.
And I tweeted about that, and I said, like, you know, are they great goal scorers, or is it just like shitty defense?
Right,
and
so it's just a weird night that everyone's a little off defensively.
But the Earthquakes, man, all those goals were great goals. Yeah. I mean, Ochoa's a talented keeper.
Maybe the Olympico, he himself admitted he could have done better on. But, you know.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's funny because when that Olympico was scored on him, you could see Ochoa just kind of like smiling and laughing a little bit before the camera cut away from him. And it's like, what can you do in that moment besides being like, yeah,
you have to just
got me.
Yeah, you have to just.
Yeah,
that's good. That to me says he's confident.
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm
for
okay
sure.
with it.
For sure, man. So let's see any match previews. Who's up next, dude? I haven't even looked.
I think it's the Galaxy.
It's gonna be something. The Dynamo again.
Oh my God,
FC
please
Dallas.
No. I'm 90% sure it's the Galaxy, but
yeah,
again, I could be so wrong.
Dude, Chicharito comes back, gets a goal, bags a goal, right? He's dancing again. All
we need
is
to get
good
you
in
a
the world.
Chicharito game-worn jersey.
Yeah, man. You know what's gonna be crazy? So I'll be going to Leagues Cup and I'll be interviewing some of the players that are playing in that. So
Portland on the 25th.
Oh, cool. Is it away?
Away.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday the 29th, the home game against the LA
Galaxy. Oh man, I'll have to go to that, but it'll be cool, man. I'll be interviewing some of the players on, I believe, the Seattle side and on Club Leon. What's crazy is they're sending me out there with a camera crew. Like, I thought I was going to film it.
Yeah, no, you're going to be a personality, bud.
I don't think I'm going to be on. There's no way I'm on TV, dude.
Yeah, but you're still asking questions.
Yeah.
You're not quite Samantha Yerock in it, but
no. Cool. So, anyways, listen, I'm happy with the state of the club. I am happy with where Real Salt Lake is. Obviously, the ownership stuff has yet to pan out. I think somebody put out like a list of potential buyers. Who was that?
I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, somebody put out like a list, and it's just all speculative.
I'll believe it when I see it happen.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Aside from that, make sure you follow us on all of the social media platforms. You can find us at RSL Show or mine. It's at Andy Munoz 48. Josh, what's yours?
At SLTID_Josh.
Fantastic. We're going to do more episodes, and also shout out to our sponsor, One Wire Fiber. Go check them out, onewire.co. If you own a business and you've got employees and you guys communicate and you want to basically like streamline your whole process, just have cool things available on your phone, be able to communicate, One Wire Fiber is the way to go. And remember, the RSL Show is brought to you as well by KSL Sports. So who?
And the Park Cafe.
Cool, guys. Again, hit us up on RSL Show, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And we hope to see you at a game soon. And go RSL.
Go RSL.
Dale.
Bye.